Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and welcome back to DPA News. Check if you are subscribed. This is a different channel. And just as I thought that, I wouldn't be talking about China for a little while because I just mentioned a major news regarding the cutting of or no reduction of regulations or no reducing of the threshold of regulations to improve credit easier for banks to loan out more money to boost the economy. Immediately the next immediately the past 24 hours I just saw this news. So China top financial regulators are cutting the salary of their staff by half. And that's ridiculous. Imagine any of your employers cut your salary by half. So this is massive news that I got shocked when I saw the headline. So this pay cut will be implemented with effect from this month, which is immediate. So that means anyone that have plans, though they're working in these regulators, they 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 may have bought a house that is pegged to their salary previously. Now they're going to go into financial troubles. So the slashing of the pay is for the top three financial regulators, including the central bank. It is part of the regulatory revamp. First review unveiled in 2023 to bring salaries in line with other civil servants. So the People's Bank of China, the National Financial Regulatory Admin, and the Secretary Regulatory Commission all will see their total income slashed by half, which is shocking. So this is the coming also because of the boosting of consumption to and including spending by millions by the what is this hefty pay cut will come against the backdrop of so basically the China, like I said, the reduction of the threshold for credit for loans in order to boost spending is a contradiction to this because they want to increase consumption within China, but they're also cutting the salary of the civil servants. So this is the thing that that sentence was trying to say, and this is not the only place that is having a pay cut. So Reuters also reported that the China's Minsheng Bank also cutting the salary up to 50% as well. This is from 4 months ago. So the thing is, this is a trend. And if you don't believe this is the trend, I show you another a piece of news. Business Times report the Chinese construction bank in July, which is around half a year ago, cut their salary of the headquarters staff by 10%, and then we have another one. Local municipalities are in debt, and they are unable to pay the salaries. The salaries has been delayed, and this is government workers. Like this is government workers. It's not like just any company. And this is May 2023. So according to this WHO, no, not WHO is WU. No, the surname is WHO. You mean who? Yes, who is who. So basically, who said no? Yes, it's who said not who. So anyway, stupid joke. So many of the salaries are delayed, and they are having making it hard because they need to feed the family, and this is not the only one. The South China Morning Post have reported this one is around 1 year ago. They saw that Chinese workers' salary has been dropping, and the hiring salary has saw the biggest drop. This is 1 year ago's news. So this is the ongoing trend, ongoing situation within in China that is not high, very like super focused on, because this is a very slow brew thing where no you can't see the impact of all these things suddenly. It's just that the reports come here and there, and when you put all of them together within a timeline of 2 years, it becomes a trend. It becomes a trend that you can see that the entire of China is losing income. the and to the point where even provincial governments are unable to pay. And then now you have reached a point where the top level, we are talking about the top financial regulators. That means these are all central government agencies, that is now cutting salaries, and it's not by a little bit, it's by half. So although the idea is that this so-called bring the salary in line with other civil servants, but clearly this is just an excuse, because people who work in this kind of level, we are basically talking about the top financial level, they should be paid top financial salaries. And you can easily see this in the Western world, where people working in this kind of world banks, or top financial institutions, or like central banks, like the Federal Reserves and whatnot. I'm quite sure all of them have very high salary, because yeah, they're doing a very important job. So this is all not trivial things, and is becoming a trend. And together with all the other indicators, it just seems like China is having some kind of problem. Of course, I did saw on Twitter people, like trying to counteract. They said, no, China just broke 1 trillion in terms of trade surplus. But that is just how much revenue you're bringing in. It doesn't put into effect on how much you're spending, how much debt that you have, how much you're actually, servicing in terms of the loans and whatnot. You have to understand, China have been spending way beyond its means. China has become a big bubble because they have been spending on their infrastructure. They have all these super mega projects. They build cities super fast. They build bullet trains all over the place. And all these bullet trains is not free. Even operating the bullet train, you have to put into consideration in terms of is it cost effective. There is a reason why not the entire freaking Taiwan or entire freaking Japan is all bullet trains. They are still using normal trains for a lot of places, or in fact most of the places, because it's just not cost effective. Bullet trains are super expensive, and when you put it across the whole of China, to replace normal trains is going to be a big problem. So but that is just one small little story, and there's a lot of things all adding up together. Like I say, I'm not a doomer for China. I have done it before, and it doesn't crash, because China is just a very unique country where they are a closed economy. They in terms of their currency is not floated, which means it's not traded internationally, which means it cannot be affected so easily by FX exchange, financial those currency exchange. It cannot be affected in that way. It's all regulated by China. It's all controlled. They can print whatever money, how much money they want to print, they can print, and nobody would be able to check. And it would nobody will know, and it will take years for this overprinting of money to even be seen in the market. Usually, I would say it's not so easy. So it's very different from an open economy like in Singapore, in Europe, in United States, in fact most of Southeast Asia as well. If not, there wouldn't be an Asian financial crisis, right? It's because everything is linked. China is a bit unlinked. It's a very special country. So a lot of this economic situation that would have collapsed the economy or cause a depression, not depression, maybe a recession, yeah, or a serious economic crash, does not happen to China, because China is just unique in that sense, which is also why that is the main complaint of most of the world in terms of China's position in the World Trade Organization, because they just didn't open up enough to be part of the World Trade Organization. And of course, that is how China gamed the entire system. They gamed the entire world, which is why they can produce goods below your cost. That means you don't even earn money. You can try to produce a piece of good, to sell, and you realize that the Chinese will still sell it cheaper than you, and they're still making money somehow. So they know how to play the game, they game the system, but somehow they are also there's always a cost to it. Someone, if all these things will one day come back to roost, someday one day, all these very cheap Chinese goods have to be paid for. How so? Uh, it's a bubble. No, of course. I don't want to be a doomer. I've done that before. I always believe China's economy is going to collapse for years now, and I realized that it's not going to happen. So I'm not going to play that game anymore. Because I thought that it would have crashed like 5, 10 years ago, or maybe like even globally. I thought there would be a global economic crisis like 5 years ago or more, or 10 years ago. Did not happen. So the world is in a very weird place. I will continue to monitor the situation, but all these are signals. These are all very negative signals that there is some serious problem China is facing, and we are not entirely clear right now how serious is the thing. Can China cope with it, and or no, or whether something worse is to come. So anyway, I'll continue to monitor and cover the China issue. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I think this is going to be a main focus. I think especially for DPA for this year, I think we're going to focus a lot on China to see, especially on the economic side, geopolitical side, and see how this goes. So anyway, thank you for watching. For those that are working in the financial sector, you can definitely share more in the comments below, or if not, you can actually share it through DPA Open Mic, or in the DPA forum, or in DPA chat, or in Discord or whatever. I will try to read, and just ping me, and I would love to learn more. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update.